Well, hello there, folks, and a very warm welcome as usual. Back to What's for Tea, and it's lovely to see you, and I hope that I find you very well. And today I've made this delicious chocolate tiffin. I've used Mint Aero in this, but if you don't like Mint Aero, if you don't like mint chocolate in general, you can swap this out for your favourite chocolate bar. It works really well with Maltesers, Mars bar, Bounty bar, and it would be amazing with Terry's chocolate orange. But get creative, use whatever your favourite chocolate bar is. This will work with almost anything. So as usual, I'm going to put the ingredients on the screen as I use them, but I'll also leave them underneath the video just in case you want to write anything down. So this is everything that I've used here. So I'm just going to run through the ingredients. So I've got some Mint Aero, milk chocolate. I'm using digestives, but you can use graham crackers. If you can't find digestives, white chocolate, Aero Bubbles. I've got a few drops of green food colouring, some drinking chocolate, condensed milk, some broken up Mint Aero bar, and also unsalted butter. And here are a few of the things that I'm using here. So this is the Mint Aero bar and the Aero Bubbles as well. This is the white chocolate that I used and my digestives, but like I said, use whatever biscuit you prefer. And this was the milk chocolate, and also the sweetened condensed milk, and then my drinking chocolate of choice is always Cadbury. So the first thing we want to do is break up your biscuits. I'm just going to use a rolling pin because I want all different sizes of biscuits, but you can do this in the food processor if you want a more uniform crumb, but I did want mine all different shapes and sizes, just like this, just for a wee bit of a texture change. So I was really happy with this, but like I said, you can use a food processor if you prefer. This was the tin I used here. Just make sure it's greased and lined because it's going to make your tiffin really easy to get out at the end. So the first thing we want to do is go over to the cooker, and we're going to melt down the ingredients into the pan with your chocolate bar and also the unsalted butter. I'm going to add the condensed milk, and I'm always asked, is this sweetened condensed milk? And it is. I don't think we can get any other one here. It's always the sweetened condensed milk. And then the drinking chocolate, you can use cocoa powder if you prefer. This is just a wee bit sweeter. And you want to turn your heat onto sort of medium to low and let these melt down. This will only take you a couple of minutes and it will turn into a beautiful chocolate sauce just like this. It's lovely and thick, and all you have to do is add this into your biscuit crumbs, and you just want to combine these until it's thoroughly mixed into your biscuits. Again, this will only take you a couple of minutes. And then once you're happy, go over to your tin, and you just want to drop this into your tin. I'm going to start off with a spatula just to push this to the corners because it's quite thick and quite stiff, just to get into place. I'm going to finish it off with the back of a spoon just to make it nice and smooth on the top, and you can see how shiny and glossy this is. This is absolutely delicious, and like I said, you can use any chocolate bar you prefer if you don't like the mint, you know, the Aero mint or the Mint Aero. Pop that into the fridge for 5 minutes, and I'm just going to get some of the Aero Bubbles and a few of the broken pieces of Mint Aero and just push that through, and this is going to give you a nice wee surprise at the end. When you cut this into your squares, you're going to get a wee hidden surprise inside. So push these down with the back of your spoon and then just go over it again just to make it nice and smooth. We're going to put some melted chocolate on the top of this, and here is your chocolate. So I've got some white chocolate and some milk chocolate. I'm going to add a couple of drops of green food colouring into my white chocolate just to make it, you know, just give it a wee bit of a green tinge. Pop this into your microwave for a minute or so, just until it's melted, and it'll go nice and runny, just like this. And like I said, I am going to add a couple of drops of green food colouring to my white chocolate. I am using the concentrated gel colouring, so you really don't need much at all. This is a Wilton gel, and as you can see, it's just giving it a nice subtle green colour. So just pop your melted chocolate on the top, just in random places. Doesn't have to be neat and tidy because we want this to have a sort of marbled appearance on the top. So just pop it on in blobs. And I'm just going to move my tin around just to get it into the corners. So just tilt your tin around and it will find its own way to the corners. And the last thing I'm going to do is get a toothpick or a skewer, anything you've got that's pointy. And we're just going to make wee sort of swirls on the top, and that'll mix your two chocolates together and give you this nice marbled effect. You can do this as much as you like, but you don't want to do it too much because you don't want this to get muddy. Pop it into the fridge for 5 minutes just to cool down slightly. We're going to top that with the rest of your Aero Bubbles. And you want to put this into the fridge for an hour or two, just until it's set completely. This will depend on your own fridge. Mine took about an hour to set, but it may take you a couple of hours. And this was me an hour later, and it lifts really easy out of the tin, and your paper will come off really easily as well. And I'm just going to lift this off the paper just to let you see that it's nice and solid and in the one piece, and it's not going to fall apart. And I did nip out and get my nails done. That's why there is a nail change, just in case you notice a difference in my nails. You might not, but you might, so that's the reason. And all you have to do now is cut this into squares, whatever size squares you like. These squares are a bit on the big side, but I did want to let you see a decent slice. This isn't the size of slice I would eat. I would slice this again at least once, but you can see there the lovely chunks of biscuit and the Aero bubble there. This is just absolutely delicious. Do let me know in the comments what chocolate bar you would use for this, or if you are planning on giving it a go as well. Highly recommended, but it's very sweet, very rich, so you really won't need much of this, but it's really tasty. So thanks for joining me again. And hopefully I will see you during the week for another wee recipe, back on Sunday for our meals of the week, or back on Saturday for our food shop and bagging. So take care and bye for now. Bye now.